what I think we do is we do Saw 3 in review.
Yeah.
Because Joey hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But neither has
And
Andy.
but that's
But Andy saw
perfect.
it a long time ago.
And me and you just keep going, and they try to guess
What happened?
what we're saying is true or false.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
interesting. Okay.
So, like, Andy, true or false? At some point,
Andy's already seen it.
It's been a long time, though, Joe.
Joey, true or false?
Dun, dun, dun.
At some point,
Dun, dun,
somebody has to
dun,
break their
dun,
own
dun,
foot with the top of a toilet bowl.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's a
Dun, dun,
weird
dun,
thing.
dun, dun,
I'm gonna
dun,
say no.
dun, 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 dun.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KindaFunny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Scarpino, alongside It's Christmas in September, Joey Noel.
Is it September? It is September. It's been September for a while. I feel like I should know that.
Joey, at one point
Uh-huh.
in Saw 3,
Uh-huh.
somebody, the challenge, do you want to play a game? All your life, you've been reaching for blah, 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 and you've been gaining weight because of something, something.
Mhm.
You have to stick your hand into this vending machine.
Mhm.
And inside the vending machine, a bunch of crabs, and they're not happy. These crabs are so mad. So, true or false?
True or false?
True or
I'm
false?
gonna say Jigsaw. I mean, I'm new into Saw. I've only seen 2, but I don't. Jigsaw hasn't really used live animals yet. Is that
Yeah,
a thing?
Jigsaw was
Yeah.
not allowed yet. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but would you?
Also,
Okay,
I
true,
feel
His
like
Joey.
you could
restraining
find-
order.
I,
Still going at the time.
I feel like he would find something more deadly than crabs.
But maybe that's the perfect amount of deadly. You know what I mean?
And
like
maybe
it'll
wouldn't you want, like, a
slowly get you.
Scorpion that like poisons you and you're.
Maybe the pet store. That's all they had at 8:45 on a
What's the most
Tuesday.
What's the
That
most
prevents
dangerous
crab?
animal you have?
I look for the most dangerous animal.
Those two voices.
Do you take credit or debit?
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, are the Nitro Rifle himself, Mr. Andy Cortez.
Hello.
And the man who can dodge anything, Roger.
True or false, Joey? That
Joey?
Joey that the Jigsaw doll is named Billy.
I believe that.
That's true. That's true. That's
Oh.
true.
Does it really have a name?
True or false, Joey? The Jigsaw doll is named Johnny.
I mean, that's like diametrically opposed. But
I don't know.
Give you both. Johnny Billy.
True or false, Joey?
Billy Joel.
True or false, Joey? This little Billy fucking puppet has red little slippers that are sparkly.
oh,
Just like
Kevin's
Kevin's.
Pope shoes.
Wait,
Just
Kevin
like
has
Kevin.
sparkly shoes?
Yeah, it does.
They
I
weren't
miss these?
sparkly, but they were like shimmery.
They were like sequin, or it was like
Wait, did he wear these a
Velvet.
long time ago?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Pope
yeah, the velvet shoes. There's like many just moments of Kevin, the stuff that he's worn that sticks out, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
I haven't graced this. I haven't seen these.
I
It
don't
was
know.
a
Kevin,
while. That
do you
was a
still
long
have
time
the
ago.
Pope shoes?
I don't know why. I just picture
Kevin's outside smoking.
I picture a
I'm
holiday.
right here, but Andy started talking.
I picture a holiday coffee book called Many Moments of Kevin, Volume 6. And it's
Volume
just
6.
moments of his life, you know.
It's just gonna be chapter 13, the brimless hat.
Can you help me?
Yeah, I'll do that in 1 second because, ladies and gentlemen, of course,
We
this is
didn't
kind
Look
of
at
let Kevin answer though about
Look
his
how
Pope
cute his little shoes are.
Why does he have sparkly shoes?
He's so cute. He's adorable. He's such a funny
He looks
little
like
guy.
Such a Goosebumps character.
Oh, I love him. He's so fun.
yes,
Start
Joey,
to
I
stomp
still
him.
have the shoes. They only come out during Christmas because they're falling apart.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
That's a
that's
bummer.
unfortunate.
Are you still wearing? Let me ask you this question, Kevin. Are you still wearing the boots?
Yeah, I
Because
wore
I
'em,
stopped wearing mine. They're too uncomfortable.
Oh man,
Damn.
really?
Never broke them in. I just after a couple weeks trying to break those damn
Sure.
things, and I was like,
After
don't
trying to
think
break
Yeah,
him
you're an early
by
quitter.
Mike's barrier of acceptance.
Oh, Mike will never accept those boots.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I did think about pulling.
Did he
a stuff
lie
like
to
Mike.
you about liking him?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think I walked in. He was like, "Homie,
Loving
those
the
boots,
boots.
loving it, loving
You
this
know,
look."
you know, as soon as you hear the homie, love it.
Yeah,
It's like
and
no.
just the
not
second I'm
happening.
like right out of earshot, he's like, "We gotta talk about those boots, Roger." What's he?
Yeah.
No, he was telling. No,
What
he was
the
talking to me
Nick
on a
wearing?
stream. He was like,
Oh, on the stream, yeah.
"What do you think about these boots, Andy? You like these boots?" I was like, "I think they're fine." He's like, "I'm just not feeling them." And then I don't know how we figured out that Nick was like, "What the fuck? You told me to my face
No.
that you liked them."
He said it on.
Unabated,
Well,
like
Nick, Nick came in during that stream later, and you were like, "Let me see these boots that Mike hates," and
right,
it broke
that's right.
Nick's heart. You can,
Well, it's just because
he's like, "You piece of shit."
he just comes at you with such
Like you didn't have to
genuinely
compliment it.
good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, it
and
makes
to
you
know
good.
that for whatever reason that energy is false.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Mike that I think we can all agree is that in the moment he believes it.
He's gonna have
No.
he's gonna have
He
a
believes-
real good
yeah.
obituary.
Yeah.
Like when they're saying his final words at his funeral, it's going to be really revisionist.
Sure.
Because it's going to be all the positive stuff that we like about Mike the most. He's smile brightens up the room.
Yeah.
Very unnatural smile. That's going to be the cause of death.
Super white. Super white.
Poisoned by the purple
a smile that
toothpaste stuff.
brightened up the room, but at what cost?
Did he really get that purple shit?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves
What the
it.
fuck?
He loves
Like,
it.
Mike is the reason why we should outlaw all social media ad targeting
Oh yeah.
because he's too susceptible to it.
Well, all marketing in general. Because this morning we were watching the iPhone keynote or whatever, and he was just watching. Like they did like the thing for the Apple Watch where it's like it saved this person's life and everything, and he's just outlawed by himself. I have my headphones on. He's just like, "Yo, this is crazy. It saved that woman's life. That's crazy." He's like clapping at the TV. I'm like, "You're alone right now. Like no, like this is really made
Wait,
just for you."
What saved a woman's life?
So the whole thing is that like the Apple Watches have can detect like
Oh, if you got a collision or
irregular
something, yeah,
or like
right.
irregular heartbeats, and stuff, which
okay.
is really cool and like
Right.
awesome. And like they were like showcasing like how certain people's lives were like,
Ross
saved
looks
or
so
whatever.
tiny.
It's the Andy seat. Oh my god! Let me sit up. Let me sit up. There we go. What's happening right now?
No,
I'm
it's
scared
the
right
angle
now.
of the camera. We went through this like a couple weeks ago. It's just the angle of the camera, whatever.
God
No, I
damn it.
think this time it is how he's sitting. Like he was,
Yeah, I
in-
literally
he was
was just
very
sitting-
deep in the seat.
Oh, okay.
There it goes.
Aren't you taller than me? You're taller than me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also like his chair is lower in the shot than yours is.
But I've learned
You know?
throughout sitting next to between the behemoths that are Tim and Greg
Yeah.
that I have to sit like I
Yeah.
scooch all the way back, and then if you notice, I've wedged my feet down there. If you can see them, well, you guys can't see them on the camera,
No.
but I've wedged my
Wedge
feet to the
back.
point where I will not allow my body to slide forward anymore, so that I always have good posture.
Yeah.
Now, when I get home, do I have severe cramps in both my calves because of this? Yes, but
Make
it's
you
worth
stronger.
it because it's worth it for all those people in live chat like Cooper and Justin
eat
and
some
Melissa
banana.
who are watching, and they always dunk on me when I'm too short. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny podcast where each and every week 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, each to come shoot the shit, mostly about
That was a
snow.
really bad this
Yeah.
table, guys.
I was distracted by Andy's flashlight. I don't know what's happening.
Oh,
I thought it was.
oh,
I
Where's your flashlight?
thought it was
Put
a
off our
bit.
forehead.
I thought it was a reflection. I was like, man, his lights are
shining it right in my eye.
lights really coming at me.
Shout out to our Patreon producers, Nathan Lamoth, Jedi Master Deadpool, Casey Andrew, and James Hastings. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And of course, everyone joining us live, thank you all for watching us. Shout out to our sponsors, Rocket Money and DraftKings Sportsbook. We're going to talk about those a little bit later.
Nick,
Yes.
you look at me.
Okay.
And you go, this guy doesn't know shit about Greece.
Sure.
The country or the movie?
Both.
The
Either.
country.
I mean, both.
I
guess
mean, the
the
movie
movie
part
Tell
two
me, tell me
sucks.
a couple facts about Grease the movie.
Movie
Um,
sucks.
Part 2 sucks.
Part 2 is dog
Yeah.
water.
I fucking
Stupid.
hate you guys.
But like you look at me and you're like, this guy doesn't know a goddamn thing about Greece.
Yeah.
I could teach him something there too.
Sure.
Let's say a plane crashes.
Oh,
The surface of the sun. Good
everything
lord.
just got so bright, Kevin.
Let's say my plane were going down.
You know what I mean? What are we doing?
I see the
Good job. That was
frantic.
on purpose.
I see the
wasn't.
frantic movement over there.
It was. We made a joke about all the lights hitting him, and I was like, oh, I can do that.
Oh.
Okay.
My plane is crashing over Greece.
Where are you going?
What's past
I can't
Greece?
disclose. I can't disclose that information. I was going to Baltimore. It was a weird. It was
Baltimore
the cheapest flight.
Greece.
Yeah, it's Spirit Airlines.
the
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
They go with
It
the
was an
wind tunnels.
$82 flight. I was going all around the world, about 7 layovers. But I'm going to Greece, and I'm basically being dropped in there. Planes crashing.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody survives. But it's like, well, you have the vacation here now, Andy.
Stop. This is
now
a
you have to
fantasy. You can just say
vacation.
everyone survives. You don't have to say hopefully.
We'll
you can
see.
Just, okay. You can just.
Crossing my
I
fingers.
mean, you can
I'm
commit to
crossing
this
my
narrative
fingers. There's
right
a
now
lot of
that everyone
families on this flight.
got
okay?
off.
I'm crossing my fingers. But I have enough, I have enough luggage that I can recover from the plane. I have to move all the dead bodies across. I'm like, get out of the way. Got to get my luggage. But I have my luggage.
We are confirming that most people died on this flight.
A decent amount. There's
Jesus
a
Christ.
decent amount of death, yeah. And I have all my luggage, and I can vacation there for a week and a half,
Sure.
2
Sure.
weeks.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
I was there for 8 days.
So I have enough
Roughly.
vacationing time for 8 days.
Yes.
What are the sights? What are the
Oh.
places to eat? What are the like? Because I don't know honestly anything about Greece as a country.
Yes.
Learned recently, double E.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No
technically,
A.
there's 3 E's.
There's a couple. There's 3 E's. Yeah.
Oh, the silent one at the end. Those
But not
greasy.
but not together. Yeah, not together. Greasy. Greece was wonderful. The first thing you'll know is that Sparta, a real place.
Oh.
Yeah, not just a comic book.
I thought
Isn't that pretty
yeah,
cool?
thought that was a Zack Snyder joint.
Yeah, we had a guide, and he was like, "I'm from Sparta,"
Whoa.
and I looked at him, and he's
Wow.
He's from
Don't
Sparta.
say
like, "Don't say
Don't
it."
do it. Don't do
say
it.
I was like,
Oh,
This is-
God.
Come
You were the
Come on, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. No, we had a wonderful time in Greece. Of course, me and the missus went there for 8 days. Went to Athens and Santorini. Kevin also went to both those places, so we had a fun little nerd session yesterday, commiserating about how fun that was. Great weather, beautiful, beautiful country. Really liked Athens. Greece is landlocked, but then there's a bunch of islands not landlocked. Excuse me, it's a peninsula, and then there's a bunch of islands surrounding it. And those are the islands that a lot of people say to kind of go to. So yeah, Kevin, if you want to zoom in there. Athens, I believe, is part of the peninsula, right, Kev? And then these are all the islands right there. So,
Oh.
Fun fact: learned a lot about Greek mythology.
What's
learned
the
that-
boat travel sitch?
Well, we flew from island to island.
Oh shit!
yeah.
It's like
Wow.
that.
So you can take a ferry, but it's about 7 hours. So you'd be on there for
Oh,
one of the
damn,
people that we were talking
I was
to
not
in
expecting them
Athens.
to be that far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty far. Yeah. I mean, the island to island, it's probably not closer, but from Athens to Santorini, it was like a 30-minute flight, but it would have taken about, I mean, if you're on a speedboat, maybe you're getting there a little faster, but if you're taking your car and you want to take the ferry, then it's like 7 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little propeller jet.
Yeah. Like
Little
one of those hover jets that go
Oh,
above
cool.
the crocodiles instead of in with the crocodiles.
That's awesome.
A lot of crocodiles in Greece.
Really?
No.
Oh,
Not in the least. Not that I saw it at all.
in the swampy waters of Greece.
But it's funny. It's one of those things where you start, you get there, and you don't really know. You kind of just go based on what other people have told you. And so we wanted to go to as many islands as possible, but budget prohibited, going to more than, you got to take flights and shit, and then you got to extend the trip. So we're like, what's the best one? And everyone just said Santorini was going to be the best. But I really enjoyed Athens almost more because I just like cities.
Yeah.
And Athens has so much history to it that it's really, really cool to actually like be in a place as an adult and at least retain a little bit of information that people are telling you about stuff. My eyes do gloss over after like hour 3 of explaining sort of the history of the landscape and how everything came up. But we had a really, really cool day where D had arranged for like a guide to take us up the hill for the Acropolis to see the Parthenon, which I told him what I thought was going to be a very personal story, and he just sort of looked at me. I was like, I've always wanted to see the Parthenon because, aside from the fact that it's a very historic site, my brother made a scale model of it for high school when he was in school. Maybe it was even junior high earlier, and he needed a statue of Athena. And of course, Athena being sort of like the main god for Athens. That's where the word Athens comes from. He didn't want to model that, so he took my Wonder Woman and he snapped off her heels, and then he nailed her into the thing. And I said, but it was like my favorite toy,
Yeah.
and he never bought me another one.
Uh-huh.
And then I stared at this Greek guide, and he stared back at me, and then he just goes, "Okay, we're gonna go up the hill now." I thought it would be like funny, but kind of like, oh, endearing that this guy
Yeah.
kind of American, Wonder Woman. But he was like, "Okay, I don't understand anything you just fucking said to me. Let's go up the hill."
And you're like KindaFunny.com.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Come,
like
come
more of
hang out,
that.
man. Come check. I was like, let me show you our
Come check
set.
out the
Let me show you
shows.
our set.
The
Like,
kids would have loved this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the Saw movies?
By the way, saw 3 this week. So that was really cool. But actually going up the hill and seeing the Parthenon and seeing that area and seeing sort of like that historic site that's a lot of the original infrastructure still standing, it was fucking rad. And it was we got there really early in the morning because everyone's like, you guys got to get there super early because the lines are going to be atrocious. And it's one of those things, Andy, where people say get there early, and when I'm in America,
It's like old Nick knows. Nicky knows.
look at there's 2 Nicks. There's Travel Nick that likes to get to the airport 2.5 to 3 hours early, right? And then there's American Nick where it's like, I'm not getting up before fucking 8:30. Forget it, it's not happening, right? But I'm jet lagged, so we get up early anyway, and we get the tour.
What's early?
Early is, I mean, I'm up at like 6:30 probably in the
Cool.
morning, but it's jet lag, so it's like
Yeah.
it's still super late. But I mean, I'm getting up as the sun's kind of getting in there, and we actually were walking up the hill as the sun was sort of coming up over the Parthenon, so that was really, really
That's
cool.
really cool.
But we get there and there's like 50 people in line. I was like, oh, that's a pretty big line. The guy's like, no, this is great. And we walk in and we do the whole, walk all around. He's telling us all about the sites, the statues, all these things, like the mythology of the site in Athens and how they were, Zeus and Athena and Poseidon were battling to see who was going to be
I played Hades.
the sort of the god of the town. And Poseidon had a wellspring that came up, but it was salt water, and they're like, we can't grow anything here. And then Athena was like, well, boom, snapped her fingers, and an olive tree spouted. And they're like, Athena, we love you. And then so they named the city after her in Athens and all that stuff, which is super cool. So I enjoyed learning all that stuff. And
You weren't up there and be like, and you all believe this? Like,
well, I was like, well, he also taught us a lot about, he was like, when the Christians came in and sort of took over everything, like they co-opted a lot of the imagery. So he would show us like A/B tests of like, this is what Athena looked like. This is what the Virgin Mary looks like. And it's like the exact same picture, but just drawn like, 100 years away from each other. So I was like, that's actually kind of
don't
insidious
copy off
and
my
fucked
work.
up. But as we're leaving the Acropolis, and I'm thinking like, these Greeks, they don't understand what crowds are, right? They've never been to American Disneyland before. The fucking line to get into this place was
man.
like all the way down the hill. And when I say all the way down the hill, I mean like winded walking up this hill. So it took us like 30 minutes to get out.
Oh my God.
So the line coming in was bonkers. Everyone's like, yeah, because like I guess the thing about Greece is like it's a lot of harbors. So there's a lot of cruise ships that come. So like just a massive city of cruise ship just gets off and they all climb up this hill. So we were able to sneak out right before that. Got a lot of great pictures. Of course, the Acropolis is. I grew up listening to Yanni live at the Acropolis. Do you know Yanni?
Yeah.
Badass Greek.
Yeah.
Kind of easy listening music guy.
Yeah.
So Dee and I took our
Kind of
pictures
like
of us
a
yawning at the Acropolis.
Enya, but like a counterpart to Enya.
Kind of exactly like that, but with
Is-
like Michael Bolton's.
Is
hair.
that a
Yeah.
thing? Do people yawn at the Acropolis?
I thought
Is it like holding up the Leaning Tower of Pizza or something like
Yeah.
that?
Pizza.
I think that I didn't think it was going to be a thing.
Could
But
be
again,
now.
another real fun moment when the guy took the picture, and we went like this. I looked over and he was just like,
Yawning at the
another goddamn American yawning at the Acropolis. But no, he was really cool. And then they've got a beautiful museum down there. But Athens is wild because it's like there's no city center. It came up so fast in like the turn of the century that it's one of those great like European cities that's just completely not planned. So there's no like downtown area. There's no things. Yeah, that's Yanni live at the Acropolis.
Oh,
Right
I
there,
thought this
baby.
was Red Rocks.
It kind of like it is the original Red Rock.
Oh wow!
They recreated it.
It's like that's how your Virgin Mary looks. This is how ours looked before. This is our original Red Rocks.
yeah.
What's the most like Americanized thing there? Is there anything in the area they're like?
Not really. I mean, not that I could see like it's very dense, and then we went to the museum down below it where they actually recreate. You'd love this. It's a stunning museum, but it's all dedicated to the Acropolis and like has all sorts of things from it. But the whole thing is 3 stories, and you can sit there and look up, and it's plexiglass floor. So as you're looking down, you're like floating, and then they
Oh, shit.
recreate the actual like meter for meter, inch for inch, like Parthenon layout up above you, so you can go in there and walk and see how big it would have been, and like see some of the old structures. But it's just really cool that it's cool to see them like rebuilding something and putting new pieces in, but like keeping the patina of the old pieces so that you can see like the difference between the two. It was very impactful for me. I was like, wow, it's rad standing out something that's this old. Now ask me when it was made.
When was it made?
No idea. I didn't retain any of that. If I had to take a quiz on Greece after
1931.
this, I'd be like, I have no fucking idea when any of this time period was. I have
don't
no
need to know.
idea. Yeah,
This is
that's
it?
cool. That's the entryway as you're
Gotcha.
walking in. Because
That's
apparently
really cool.
anywhere you dig in Athens or anywhere in Greece, you're going to find ruins. So
Yeah.
and they have to protect them. It's like a whole protected status thing. So it's pretty wild.
That's awesome.
Joey,
How much ABBA did you listen to while you were in?
ABBA?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was like, because I don't know that I've ever seen, what's the movie?
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. I think maybe I've seen it once. We didn't listen to a ton of
Old
ABBA,
Italian movie.
but I did want to watch all of them, My Big Fat Greek Weddings.
I was also trying to convince Roger to watch those.
Are we gonna do? I can't do the
Joe,
acronym
can you
for
move
it.
the
My
mic
Big
a
Fat
little
Greek Wedding
closer?
in review.
We
Thank you.
could do that.
There's only 3 of them. The third one's out right now.
It just came out.
Is it
now.
out already?
In
Yeah.
theaters?
I
I
think
did not know.
so.
I did not know.
They made a Mamma Mia 3. Oh, is that why
No.
somebody?
No, they
My
made
Big Fat
My Big
Greek
Fat Greek
Wedding.
Wedding.
Oh, is that why?
But Mama Threa has been rumored for
Mama
a very long
Threa.
Is
time.
Pierce Brosnan coming back? I hope he does.
I mean, it's in pre-production. I don't actually believe it.
What country do you think is the country that has like, we've talked about it on several podcasts
Mhm.
where the bananas of yore
Big Fat
no
Greek
longer
Wedding out
taste
right
like
now.
bananas today. And banana flavored candy is how the bananas of yore tasted.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What are there any foods where like when you go to Greece you're like, oh, this is how Greek food tastes.
Oh,
Because in America, we have a totally warped version of decades and decades of like bastardized versions of this
Sure.
Greek food.
Did
like,
you tell them that you had a Greek restaurant in the United States?
That we had a Greek.
That you have one?
Oh, Nick the Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't impressed.
Okay.
Also, the food, Greek food here. I'm sure it's different on the East Coast because there's a huge Greek population, obviously, in New
Yeah.
York and whatnot. But here, I was like, oh, it's gonna taste exactly the same, like an idiot. No, completely different, way fresher, way more protein based,
Yeah.
way less. I thought it was gonna be a lot of like hummus and dolmas. That not any.
yeah.
Of
What
that
are you
inside.
what are you eating over there?
Tzatziki, you're getting like souvlaki, which is like skewers.
Yeah.
You're getting Greek salads a lot. It's a lot of the tomatoes are phenomenal there.
where are my baked lays?
I know, but real talk, like there's like a couple specific foods that I find to be comfort foods when I'm traveling. One is the club sandwich
I love the
at the hotel because every hotel usually has a decent club sandwich. And you get the French fries and you get the mayonnaise that comes in little tiny bottles.
Yeah.
Like when you're tired of whatever the food is, because like shocker, in most other countries they don't have, they don't have the assortment of foods that we have here in the States. Like you go to New York or California, anywhere in California, you get pretty much any cuisine you want. But you're in Greece, you're gonna get a lot of Greek food. So we did do that. But of course, I have to have the other staple, which is the Coke Zero.
Mm.
Right.
How is the European
Cool
Coke
can.
Zero?
European Coke. No, they're bottles. They're tiny little bottles.
Oh,
They cost a fortune in hotels, and they're great. And then as a pairing for that, I never eat these normally, but for whatever reason, the second I get on the plane, I want a Pringle. I don't know why.
Huh.
It's
don't know why.
It's like ginger ale. You
It's
only
exactly
want it
like
in the
that.
air.
But which is perfect for the air because
What
how
a
you
weird
get sort of.
phenomenon.
What's that?
What a weird phenomenon.
Tell me right now. Do you want a Pringle? No. Why would I want a Pringle?
I've never seen you lay your lips on a Pringle before.
yeah.
I take two at a time, and I shove them in the right way, not the wrong way, the right way, so that they lay right on my tongue,
Mhm.
and then I eat them like I'm a paper shredder.
Oh, see, no, what I do is I put them in, I believe, like horizontal, like wide, right?
You go wide?
They go in wide
What?
with
So you have to like.
no, but like no, I
stretch your
don't.
mouth
I
out?
don't fully do that. What I do is like I'll just kind of like put it in front of my mouth, and I'll use my tongue to break it in half,
Oh fuck.
and then I like it's
I
just
feel
kind
like we need to demonstrate.
I need to see this. Do we have any Pringles in the office, Kevin?
I don't think we have any Pringles.
I don't think
I
so,
don't
but
think
I
we have
can
the
send Cool
technology.
Greg to get some.
Can
I
you
didn't. I
send-
didn't know you were a
Is he-
Pringle
yeah.
guy. That's interesting.
I want to see how you eat a Pringle.
Yeah.
And are you
I-
getting these Pringles like on the
Hold on.
plane, or are
Yep.
you like bringing these Pringles?
No,
onto the
you
plane?
got to get them in the airport because
Okay.
they know you're not.
So-
There's no guarantee they're going to have them on the plane.
So
Right.
yeah, so you're seeking out Pringles.
What you got to get is you got to get the Pringle and a Toblerone
Oh,
and a Coke Zero. Those are the plain snacks like you would not believe.
Gotcha.
Those are perfect.
That's so interesting because I thought that maybe this was like a Pringles situation that they're giving to on the plane. That you're like,
Oh,
oh,
like-
okay, here's the 5 options. I'm picking Pringles every
No, because
time.
you know how like you go to the hotel and it's always like they have the mini bar, but it's like a bougie thing that you're like, I don't want a fucking this chocolate that was frozen in nitro and then like it's a gummy bear and it's like why are these my two options?
Yeah.
The gummy bear or this bougie chocolate?
too.
But it's like
But
it's
not
always
good.
it's always the trail mix that you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just give me one with M&Ms and you're like we're not gonna do M&Ms.
It's always-
like all cranberries
Yes.
and golden raisins and regular raisins.
It's always a repackaged M&Ms. Like you took out the M&Ms and you put them in a clear bag,
Why?
With a little
and you
bow.
put like your little zip tie or whatever. It's like you're just making it more expensive. Like
Yeah.
that's why this bag of M&Ms is $8.80.
Right. You could have put it in the
And
box.
I'm gonna buy 3 of them.
and I'm gonna buy all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, granted, eventually
Charge it to Rooster Teeth.
Oh.
Oh, those are the days, man.
when you could charge it to RT.
Those were the days.
Yeah, for RTX.
Yeah.
But I always I like to bring the snacks into the room and then I hide the evidence the next
Oh.
day so that housekeeping doesn't think that I brought my own snacks in, even though my Danielle continues to tell me that it's not illegal to import your own snacks into a hotel room. But it's the same with the plane. I'm like, hide that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of course, Roger, I grew up in the 80s and 90s where if you tried to take anything into the movies,
FBI's
they
waiting.
would fucking catch you. And they would
Yeah.
bring-
We for real? You would guys get in trouble?
Oh
for that?
yeah.
Yeah,
back
you
in the
like
day.
really had to sneak it in.
Yeah.
That's so
Sneak
funny
that
because I
shit
feel
in.
like I have that anxiety, right? Every time I go I bring a lot of shit into movie theaters a lot. I'm gonna be honest. Like
What do you
I'm
bring?
just I mean, so I'm just bringing some snap, bringing some popcorners, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm
You're
like,
bringing popcorn.
yeah, why not? A little
Like
bag,
from
you know what I mean?
home. What are popcorners?
Oh, they're like little they're
Bryan
like
Cranston snack rent.
yeah, it's like they did a whole fucking Breaking Bad fucking Super
They're like
Bowl
rice
commercial.
cakes but popcorn.
Sort it's just yeah, they're like I don't know. I guess
I
they're
heard they're delicious.
yeah,
I
they're
haven't
really
tried
good.
them
Yeah,
yet.
and they're just trying. They look like Doritos, and they're like they have
Oh.
like a Doritos kind of like they're the Doritos light essentially.
Okay, I
Yeah.
will judge you less for bringing those in than I
Yeah,
thought.
Look at them. Yeah, they're
Jacek loves them. Jacek in the
terrible.
chat always brings them up.
They're
The
so
cinnamon
fucking
crunch
good.
ones are really good apparently.
Oh, you let me try one of these, didn't you?
yeah, they're really good.
Got it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
okay.
Did we
So-
get a bunch of these at the office one time?
No, I don't
No.
think so. But yeah, so I
That's
bring
less
those
weird
in.
than you like microwaving popcorn at home and then like.
I've thought about it. I've been like on the
Nothing wrong with that.
precipice of doing it, like walking out of the house and being like, probably shouldn't do this. Probably shouldn't do this.
That's weird because it's usually the other way around. It's usually people buying popcorn without seeing a movie and like picking up popcorn and leaving.
Oh,
That's
no.
equally as
Yeah.
Really?
That would only be weird if it was any place other than
small.
the Regal Cinemas.
The Regal.
Oh, that goddamn popcorn.
With the
was
best
so good.
goddamn
I think
popcorn.
about it.
Well, here's the
sometimes.
thing. When I last time went to the Regal, I brought in Smart Pop instead, like from
Wait,
like
why?
the Whole Foods right there.
Why?
It was awful. It was an awful experience, like
Yeah.
eating that popcorn. But like, fuck, like I don't know. I like bringing things into movie theaters, like, cause like I just don't want to be stuck into like the whole bullshit of having to get a large popcorn, the whole
See,
thing. I don't know.
But
I
their
th-
popcorn's so good.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know, man.
I
don't know.
I think my problem with it is like I don't even love the choices that I get.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if it was always expensive as usual, but I had like an absolute shitload of candy choices. But I feel like it's always just kind of like you're gonna get why am I already going into my microimage? Here's what you're gonna do. Walter. You're gonna get some Sour Patch Kids.
Mhm.
And it's always like Sour Patch Kids or Sour Strips or something. It's like I sometimes I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know it's not gonna be those 5 candies that you have there.
Yeah.
See, and
Always
this is,
Bunch of Crunch.
Yeah.
this
and
is
Milk
where
Duds.
we get back to my youth, which is that when I grew up in Riverside, we used to go to the Canyon Crest Center, which had 2 theaters, and it was always interesting to see because they were spread apart. Like they were right across from each other, same chain, but like 2 different buildings.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
like screens 1 through like 5 would be over here, and then there'd be like 4 screens over here.
Okay.
But I liked this one better because it was close to the Candy Saloon, an Old West themed
Candies.
saloon where they sold gum cigarettes. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate
Ooh.
it.
Oh,
What are
thank
those?
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are Pringles.
No, but like what?
This is a barbecued flavor cone sabor.
Oh, we're gonna put
Whoa.
this to the test.
So we're gonna
Also,
put
those are gamer Pringles too. Look at that. He's like wearing a gamer headset.
Minecraft.
Oh, it's Minecraft. Andy, if you eat
Andy.
this whole
Mr. Beast?
if you eat this whole tin right now, you get free 350 mine coins,
Holy shit.
Nice.
which
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
you can use in
Holy
Minecraft. See the back with purchase for details. You got to get it's at the bottom though, so you have to eat the whole thing right
I
now.
will
so
say
much.
there is a large dent in this.
I had a lot of
fine.
potato
It's like-
yesterday.
But
You have a lot of potato and salt yesterday.
the integrity of the Pringle may be compromised.
Well, I think we can find 1 or 2 Pringles in there that are gonna work.
So Nick, you would get in trouble for bringing in these.
Yeah, because so
candies.
my
You
mom
should
used to
check
give
your
my mom used to give me like enough money. Oh, they're intact. There
Oh.
you go. Hand this over to Andy. Let's all see how we eat a Pringle right now. I'll
Yeah,
show you how I eat it real quick. Okay, take 2.
those are a lot.
Take, well, I mean,
Don't
okay.
crunch it in the mic. Don't crunch it in the mic. I'll take 2 of 4.
So this is what you do. You take 2. You put them on your tongue like they're
These
they're
are
a
all
duck bill,
broken.
right? And then you go.
Thanks, somebody.
It's right there. It's super easy.
I just eat them like a normal.
So I usually put it horizontal and I go,
How do you not stab the top of your mouth like that? That's dangerous.
Wait, do it
You're
one more time.
dangerous,
One more time.
Yeah,
One more
man.
can
time.
we get the
That's-
close up for this cup? Yeah.
the top of my mouth is
I can't do that.
the top of my mouth is made of like crazy stuff. We're talking like
Adamantium shit.
years and years and years of like nonstop
Vibranium.
flaming hot and you know all the like the salimon you could think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go horizontal.
Whoa.
I mean, you're asking for that to stab
Whoa.
you right through your brain.
That was even
Are you
crazier
afraid?
than I thought it was.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that was.
Kevin.
Holy
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen on this show.
fuck.
That is-
No. Oh, I thought you were gonna do that little piece, bro. I was like, you're trying to die right now. This is his death wish right now.
Bro, you're insane.
God, I'm so excited about these Pringles, man. I'll tell you what.
Oh,
See,
you
now,
duck- you
yeah.
a
So
duck guy?
that's next level. You're asking for crumbs all over you.
You're
Yeah.
ducking it.
I
You gotta at
did
least
tell
try it.
Cool Greg he could have
You gotta
the
at least
rest
try
of
it.
the Pringles.
Cool Greg wants the rest of the Pringles.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
probably.
You can have them.
Oh, let me just grab a couple. So I
Grab a
can
couple more.
keep
Those are
on
good, by the way. I don't know what this
demonstrating.
barbecue flavoring is, but it's
They
great.
I
have
never have barbecue chips.
they
but
have
they're good.
They have spicy barbecue as well. Very very good.
I'll be honest. I don't care for this particular flavor that I'm about to say in any other chip, but the sour cream and onion Pringle, for whatever reason, is like
Is that
god.
the
tier.
green one.
Yeah, it's the green one. That one, the cheddar, of course. Cheddar on any chip is probably good, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, OG. If I get my hands on a good vintage OG Pringle, then that's when I'm taking it.
I love a barbecue.
I don't know why I heard
chip.
OJ. Like I thought you were
Yeah.
saying, like, and I was like, oh, yeah, I was like,
Because OJ Simpson used to love Pringles. Also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, that was going to be one way they went with the defense. Was that he was too hard on Pringles.
If the glove don't, if the hand don't fit in the tube.
Oh God, we're idiots.
Oh,
We're so dumb.
gosh.
Well, I'm glad we answered all of my Grease questions.
Yeah, Grease was fantastic. Highly recommend it. I got a tan for the first time, I think, in my life. Jesus God, that one hurt. I
So
can tell that hurt. No?
So weird.
Are we gonna have 2 weeks in a row where the
They're not
thumbnail
hard
for this
hits.
is just a really close up face of Andy?
They're
Yeah,
not-
every episode from now on is just gonna be. We have to talk about Andy. There's an issue with Andy.
They're
Andy's
not-
got a weird
they're
thing.
not
New
hard
Andy lore
chips.
just dropped.
Yesterday
Can you do it more time with the close up?
yesterday we had a rough one with the
Uh-huh.
fry rankings.
So weird, dude.
I don't know how you
I'm
do
just
that.
doing.
Try it.
I'm doing this for you, so you can
I'm
get a
gonna try
good screen cap for the thumbnail.
Yesterday we had a rough one.
Yeah, we did.
Roger said, "Nick, you're back.
Fucking bad.
You're back, baby,
Mhm.
from a nice
It's so
vacation.
back.
And luckily for you, you get to come back home to America and see what this country's all about. Let's go to 8 different fast food places, and let's rank all of the French fries and have a whole smattering of a bunch of other things that the menu will come with."
Yeah.
You guys get the Taco Bell fries.
They're not in season. Not in season
Not
right
in
now.
season.
Heartbreaking.
Not in
Only in
season.
January.
I'll tell you what else was in season. Them fucking Carl's Jr. fries. You know what I'm saying?
What? They're pretty
Those
good.
were terrible. Oh no, those you aren't thinking of those. You're thinking the Burger King fries.
I just wanted to think of anything that I could say.
That was good. Though.
Just
was-
anything.
yeah,
Just anything.
Just a play on words. Yeah, we ranked a bunch of fries yesterday. We drove around. Check out that video. It's out now
Yep.
on YouTube. Roger did a great job with all the graphics and
Thank you.
everything.
Kind of
Kinda
munchies. I'll tell you this, and this is why I know. I guess it's like bittersweet coming back, because there's always like working with you guys. I want to think to myself like we're all affecting each other in a positive way. I want to think that Roger, you being younger than me, that I have some wisdom to impart
Yeah.
to you, right? That whatever your endeavors find you in life, you can take a little piece of what I've taught you here, or how I've influenced you here, and you can go forward and make whatever those things are going to be better, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be a relationship or whatever, a hobby or whatever. So of course I look at the calendar. I look at the fucking calendar on Sunday. Now, mind you, a little context. I have asked Roger 3 times to exclude me from Kind of Munchies. I'm like, Raj, I'm coming back from vacation. Raj knows this.
Mhm.
He knows I'm going to come back from vacation. I do the same thing every time I leave for a trip.
Nothing you can
I
do
just
about it
want to
in
eat
time.
healthfully. I want to be on some sort of diet.
Mhm.
And I think to myself, it's going to be so great to just have a clear path forward, just a whole landing strip, like a runway of just land the plane, eat salads, right? I get in bed. I'm like, what time do I have to be at work tomorrow? Let's see if I have to get up early. I look, first thing I got to film. Kind of Munchies, rank the goddamn French fries.
Because you know what, Nick? We've had this conversation before. We went back and forth. You said, I don't want to be included in
I
Kind of
wanna
Munchies. So then I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to do an entire episode where you're going to drink diet sodas.
Yeah.
Immediately, as soon as we have the diet sodas and the regular sodas just for Andy to drink, because he wanted to do either or, it doesn't matter for him, you immediately start drinking the regular sodas. And then after the podcast,
So true.
and then after the podcast, I said, hey, didn't you not want to be included in these? I made this so then you can just drink the diet sodas. You said, Roger, I love being included. I just want to be included,
gotta weigh
Roger.
in. I gotta weigh in, right?
So then from that point on, I realized, okay, Nick just wants to be invited to things. so I'm going to invite you.
I gotta weigh in. I thought to myself, I was like, God damn it. I gotta eat French fries all day tomorrow. It's gonna completely derail what little willpower I have.
Yeah.
My willpower, by the way, Andy, these days, in my
Minuscule.
elevated year, paper thin.
Yeah,
You drop a little pebble through that and it's gonna shatter.
I'm with you
Well,
too.
yeah,
Same here.
because you guys came back with treats after too.
Oh,
Oh,
we went
yeah,
to
that
fucking Krispy Kreme.
No, we
afterward.
God, we went
Roger
down
made
the-
us go to Krispy Kreme after.
Yeah, that was me.
That feels
we
like
Not
my
eating fucking
move.
Pringles.
Oh, it was absolutely them. It was both of them. They were both just like Krispy Kreme. What about Krispy Kreme?
We gotta have the sweet to balance out the salt.
Yeah, but you guys picked, I'm sorry to say, the worst donut assortment box I've ever.
Joey,
Oh, so bad.
Stop.
No, because
Stop. We pull up to the Krispy Kreme,
no.
and Mike wants to order 3 banana milks or whatever the fuck weird
That's-
shit he wants to order. But it's pumpkin spice, he said, Joey.
Yeah, but they're not good.
We didn't know that.
It was.
And how are we supposed to know until
Here's
unless we got
I think
one of
pumpkin
all?
spice is overrated.
They
as
had
a
just
flavor.
tasted the pumpkin spice shake at Wendy's, and we're on that kick.
You know what happened, Joey? Is we go there and then Mike's about to or just order for himself and we're all gonna get one each. But then Nick's like, let's do a dozen. Oh, beautiful. What do you want in that dozen? Just anything. Let's do anything. Cool. She types in anything. And then Mike's like, oh no, no, sorry, I wanted one of the pumpkin spice ones. So I was like, let me just put one of the pumpkin spice ones in there. Nick immediately goes, put one of each of the pumpkin spice ones actually. And then by then we're just telling her every single donut. We just like, actually, let's
she
go back.
hates you
Oh, she hates us
No,
so much.
I need to try that other one because the maple one stinky.
They were
so bad.
they were awful. They
It
were
felt like
awful.
stale.
Maple
almost.
donuts usually are so good. Though.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of maple.
I will say the ones that are in the box right now don't look great.
They were not
on.
good. So I came back and I had an old fashioned pumpkin spice, and it was too much spice. You know how like that pumpkin spice can be very overwhelming. It kind of had like a dirt feel like to it when you're like, oh, it's gritty spice, like hitting in the back of your throat instead of the top. Of
the
your throat.
Lost Spice.
I know I was like, not familiar with that
Gritty
one.
spice. Spice Girls like a pop for selling drugs. But yeah, what you're forgetting.
Oh.
Mike goes, let's get one of each one of these pumpkin spice donuts, and I was like, you know what, get two.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
that's
doesn't.
it. Yep, that was it.
So we
Yep.
ended up with 8 shitty pumpkin spice donuts, and then 1 chocolate, 1 glazed, and all of those went. But the people that were here yesterday from Remedy didn't enjoy them either.
yeah. I
They-
felt bad that they had to see our true colors yesterday. I mean, they got the whole kind of funny experience, right?
Well,
They got the KFGD, very professional, stand like wearing the beautiful, amazing suit, looking great, and then just us like doofuses. We're gonna rank the fries, blah, 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 blah. Walking back with fucking Burger King crowns and shit. It's just like, what are we doing, guys?
Every place we'd pull up to, Nick would go, Andy, put on the hat. Put the hat back on.
But I think honestly, you looked weirder than everyone else in the car because you were the only one not wearing the fucking hat.
Yeah, you
Okay.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Be a team player, Andy.
We got to In-N-Out, and the lady asked, did y'all just come from Burger King? And Nick said, no.
That was the best joke you made yesterday.
But what I wanted to get to was a number of things that
Oh,
we
no.
discovered about Roger Picorni.
Yeah,
shit. Fuck you.
That Roger
Roger
just like
Lore.
God
that
damn it,
Roger
guys.
just willingly threw out there.
Yeah.
And like,
Yep.
you know me, I love a bad take. I love just saying stuff and acting like I swear by it, like I swear my life by it.
I never do that.
But like I was talking to my Twitch chat last night. Like I felt like Neo dodging the bad takes from every angle.
Mm.
Because at one point Roger's like, y'all are getting too spoiled. Y'all just got to eat cold food.
I agree.
Oh, Mike told Katie and I about this.
It
last
was
night.
so.
He was flabbergasted
It was
hours
like-
later.
Eat some cold food.
It was just the weirdest like stance I had ever heard. I'd never ever heard anybody like come at me and be like, "You all y'all need your food warm. Just eat cold food." And I was like, "But when the alternative is to have it hot, why wouldn't you just eat it hot?" Like
Yeah.
I was stunned by this, Roger.
So you're telling me that I should, those Wendy's nuggets that are still there from this morning,
Mhm.
that I should put them in the microwave and then you're going to get soggy and it's going to be a bad Wendy's experience? Why don't I just eat it cold? It's a different Wendy's experience.
It's different.
It's
better.
transformative. It's like free. It's like fair
so much
use.
better.
It's legitimately transforming like it's biological.
Yeah.
compound.
There- but
exactly.
There's I mean, Mike told us a different story, so
Of course.
who knows
Yeah,
who
of
that
course.
is.
Yeah. Mike
But he
talks
said
a lot
that
of
he would
stories.
like purposely leave food out so it would be cold.
No,
and then
that's
eat
No.
it
not
cold.
true.
Okay.
That's not what I said at all.
No.
I'm saying
Because
if
Katie and I were about to like
No,
come over and be like,
absolutely
"Hey,
not.
Roger, we need to have an interview."
No,
It's just
absolutely
with
not.
how hard of a stance Roger had, it seemed like maybe half of the foods that I eat, I prefer cold.
No, what I'm saying is
that
just-
was the energy you were bringing.
No, my energy is that we get a lot of we get fast food sometimes here at KindaFunny, and sometimes
Sometimes.
I was
Every
gonna say a
fucking
lot,
day.
and then I put myself
Every
back
day.
every day. We get a lot of fast food here, and it's just cold there because there's a vent there right above it. So then it gets cold. The food gets cold really fast, and then the food just kind of sits there, and then sometimes gets thrown out. So then I've gotten into the habit of just looking at it and being like, what if I just eat it cold? And then I realize this is actually a pretty good experience. It's not a bad experience.
When I come out from a podcast and there's Buffalo Wild Wings, and apparently somewhere along the line, I didn't get a vote in this, but to be fair, if I had gotten a vote, I would have voted the same way everyone else does, which is to get the boneless wings.
Mm.
We're just a boneless wing house now.
I can explain that. Greg and I had a real talk where he was like, especially when we were like getting lunch because we're in between things when we were doing all of the like summer shows.
Takes too long to eat 'em.
So much easier to eat on camera or whatever.
I get it.
Just grab it if it's
Oh,
a
you don't like
boneless wing. Yeah.
fucking shit all over your face. You don't like that? That's not cool
Exactly.
for,
No.
for Summer Games Fest.
So I just want that
Like-
to be heard that that was not a Greg Miller directive, but he was the one that suggested it. Put forth.
Wholeheartedly support this. And I'll tell you why, because you come off the podcast, and of course we order way too much, which is fine. You never know what's going to happen, even though we have literally years and years and years of data to tell
We've
us exactly
scaled back.
how much we
We've
need.
scaled back every.
Let's get 5 times as many French fries. Nobody ever eats potato wedges. I'll just say that.
They're half the.
You
It's
come
weird
off camera.
because
You come off
Oh.
camera.
this is the stupid small movie theater thing again, and I'm not taking it anymore.
I just-
You can order the Buffalo Wild
was
Wings.
so
you come
tough
off.
to see.
You come off.
I don't know if
camera.
I like Deadpool 2 or not, honestly.
I don't know if I even saw it. So small. The screen is so small. But you come
When
off,
these boys start bitching because they don't get lunch when we have busy days, audience,
it's
I want
fine.
you to blame Nick in the.
It'll be
the
okay
thing.
because we'll still have the order from last time you ordered. There.
Because the next day we open it up, it just smells like Buffalo Wild
It's
Wings in
just-
the fridge.
at
It's just
this
stacked
point,
up.
The last time when we did Summer Games Fest, this place could have just been a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
We could have just started selling it. In a second. But no, real talk though, when you come off camera and you want to grab something fast, it's awesome to have just the boneless, right? But 99% of the time, they've been sitting there for 3-4 hours. We do have that unfortunately placed vent.
Yeah.
That is right above the kitchen.
Yeah.
The kitchen table.
Yesterday, the Remedy folks were like,
It's so cold.
are you all not cold? We're like, oh, shit, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, that vent is right on you all.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But why does it keep turning on? Because I feel like we
a
all
ghost.
turn it off,
Uh,
and then the air just.
no, I
going.
think Kev sets it to like 72, 73, and it just gets hot. We
No,
just don't
it-
recognize it.
It keeps lowering itself to like
Oh, is it still having that
67.
problem?
Yeah, it was doing it because there was like a seasonal automation that had automatically goes on.
Okay.
I've turned that off and it's still kind of doing it randomly, so that's fun.
We got to look into it. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, inevitably, everything you eat's going to be cold at some point. Even if you get it delivered, like how many things do you get delivered that are actually piping hot when it gets to you?
Exactly.
Right?
Honestly, that burrito that I got today, anytime I order from there, it is like nuclearly hot that I can't eat it when it gets
Oh.
there. I have
That's
to wait.
rare.
That's super.
Because I
rare.
feel like
super
every time I
wild.
get anything delivered, even in San Francisco, like I'll get shit delivered, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I'll get shit delivered that's like 6 blocks away.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with getting my car going parking, and I'll be goddamn if I'm going to walk. This is America. They walk in Greece, okay? But every 9 out of 10 times I get them, and it's just soggy.
Yep.
It's mildly, tepidly warm.
Yeah.
And
So
then
why
I
is that
go
okay?
wash my hands, do a couple things. And you're eating cold stuff anyway. But to Roger's point, you got to just, I enjoy the cold from back in the day. I like eating cold food. I don't prefer it, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
What is back in the day?
I used to go to high school, and then I'd have like band practice, then work, and then I'd come home, and my mom's pasta would either be cold or she'd put it in the fridge. So I'd eat whatever she made for dinner, and she'd always be like, heat it up, like I'm not gonna fucking heat it
Yeah.
up.
Exactly.
I'm lazy, and I just want to put this food in my mouth right now. So I'd take the angel hair pasta out and just eat it straight out of the fucking big corny
Ooh,
one.
angel hair pasta is good. Cold.
Oh, it was just
It's
mush.
solid good. I
It's
like
so
that.
good.
I like that. I like that. So,
See, it's like a preference.
so no, it's not a
More
preference.
than just a,
It's- no.
I'll take cold food every once in
I-
a while. This is like, oh, nice, dude.
Let's go through the litany of it. Let's go through the
Throw some ice
the
cubes in there. It's really good.
let's see where your boundaries
Yeah, give me
are.
some. Yeah,
Steak,
cold. No.
chicken,
Yes. Absolutely.
pasta, obviously.
Yes. Absolutely.
What about lasagna? A dense pasta.
Oh yeah. Because that's good. Because then it kind of congeals and you kind of get like
Now,
that
when
good.
you eat it cold, you also put some cold Parmesan cheese on top.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Absolutely.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
It's just about like I don't prefer it for sure. I'm just saying like you find another level of love for the food because then
It
you
tastes
realize
different.
the food is just good. The food is good.
It tastes
Period.
Worse.
Well, I think it doesn't taste worse to me. It's just you can taste different things when it's not hot.
Exactly. Sometimes you taste like more onion, or you taste more of the
Right.
fresh note, or maybe just the idea of the fact that it's sitting in the fridge or out on a counter for multiple hours.
Yeah.
Kind of just
Several hours.
marinates a little bit, and then all that flavor is deeper within the food.
Folks, we're going to take a
I
quick
don't
break
believe you.
to tell you about our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and it helps lower your bills all in one place. And it has surprised multiple people at KindaFunny, multiple of my friends, at how many subscriptions they have that they forgot about and are still paying for. It's so easy to cancel the ones you don't want with just the press of a button. Rocket Money, it does all the work for you. Rocket Money can even negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill and Rocket Money will take care of the rest. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills all in one place. Stop wasting money on things that you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and manage your money the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. That's rocketmoney.com/kindafunny. This episode's brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Football is back in full swing with another week of epic games, and who's got you covered on the action for every single one of them? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Nobody's missing out on the action this season. All DraftKings customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every game day this September. You can get in on the NFL Week 2 action with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now and use code KindaFunny to sign up. New customers can bet just $5 and take home $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code KindaFunny. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. You can call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort KS. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
I'll tell you right now, the only food I will ever accept that has been out on a table for several hours, and it's very, very, very specific, is a thin crust Pizza Hut pizza. For whatever reason, the thin crust itself is still almost like wafer cracker texture. It's got a good crunch. My mouth's watering just thinking about it right now. Like, I miss Pizza Hut.
He's a cold guy. He's a cold food guy.
I love all cold foods.
He's actually getting converted right now.
I fucking pull the tomato sauce out of the freezer and hopefully it pours onto my pizza. No, I love a, like, you know, we would order pizza for the noon NFL games. 3:45, 4 o'clock would come around. Still some pizza on the counter. Let me grab that other slice. You know, oh, it's delicious.
Well, I mean, I feel like, but that's the thing. Like Mike was talking about. What was he talking about?
But would I rather put it in the toaster oven or the oven? 1,000,000%.
No, it's too like no.
Too much
There's
work.
nothing better.
It's not.
I used to order extra pizza so that I could take like a whole pizza, shove it into 1 gallon Ziploc bag, stacked up, shove it into the fridge, and I'd be like, oh, I can't wait until it's so cold. You take the whole thing out, and it's just one giant piece of pizza. And then you eat it, and for whatever reason, it makes the pepperoni saltier.
Yeah.
Because the salt just comes to the surface. The cold pressurizes it, and it pushes the salt up into the surface.
So you know what I just feel like
Chemistry.
Do you want to be on Nick's team?
no, I am, because I think that Nick and I have like this.
He didn't say he wanted to, by the way. He just said he
I just am. I am on his
Just to
team.
clarify, he doesn't want to be on my team.
Nick and I kind of like have this like
Unfortunately,
fiendish energy when it comes to food, right?
Yeah.
Because it's him and me when
Yeah.
with the cold Buffalo Wild Wings. It's him and me when there's the cold pizza. Like we just
The cold Taco Bell
Oh.
was like truly the most out of pocket thing I've ever.
Oh well, that was bad, and I didn't even know it myself, but I liked it. It was okay. Here it is. Greg ordered. I don't know. Maybe he just added it on. It was like a supreme nacho, and
Are you sure it wasn't me?
I don't know. It was just there, and no one
I
took
always
it the
get a
entire day.
nacho.
No one took
I
it all
think
day.
it might
The
have been
nachos
while you were
dog
gone.
Munchies Day?
No, this was just a random. I think you guys were
Okay.
playing like maybe Texas Chainsaw or something like
Okay.
that. So, and it was just a closed, so like it was steaming all day. This fucking nachos Bel Grande,
Yeah.
just sitting all there, maybe for literally since the stream started until the end of the day.
You're fine.
And I was just like, whose is this? Greg's like, not mine. And I'm like, okay. And I open it up, and it was just soggy. All of the chips were soggy, and I ate most of it.
Oh,
And let me tell you what,
Well-
when you get a crunchy chip,
Yeah.
it's like an
Exciting.
experience.
It's
yeah, it's an
exciting.
and then you use that to kind of like
But like-
leverage it all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
exactly.
don't you understand that
Locked in.
that could be
Locked
your whole experience?
No, but it's funner because then you're looking for it. You got to add fun to food a little bit. That's what I've been saying for years.
good hot food is fun.
No, it's not. Oh, okay. Oh, it's boring.
Why are
Everyone
you
does it.
gamifying your terrible food
I'm having a
experience?
good time.
I like having RNG with my food.
The food is designed to be eaten kind of cold. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Taco Bell knows this. They're geniuses over there in the Taco Bell kitchen, right? They got a lot of data to back up the fact that people eat this shit. Like by the time you get home, it's all sweaty. It's all like tepid, maybe lukewarm. Taco Bell with the Nacho Bel Grande, if you get it, those chips are so fucking crunchy right off the rip that you have to let them soften up a little bit, or else they're gonna stab you right through the brain.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Just
you
like-
don't want
Just
that.
Just like Andy, he almost
Your
stabbed
Pringle
himself in the brain with the Pringles.
Conundrum.
you don't.
Your Pringle predicament.
You don't want that. I'm gonna open up a pizza spot specifically for Roger.
Oh, cold pizza.
And I'm gonna go-
Roger, let's
I love
open a
this.
I'm
pizza
gonna
spot
say-
called Cold Pizza.
Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna say, all right, here we go. You have to roll a die,
Playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, huh?
and one of these pizzas is gonna be fresh out of the oven. One of them will have been sitting next to kitty litter for 4 hours.
All
I'll take that.
right.
I'll take that.
One of and like you like the RNG. You like the randomness. I like my fun with
Dude,
my
no,
food.
we are not equating the fact that I eat cold pizza to eating next to
And-
kitty shit.
And
Okay?
and this one's next to the.
Like
No,
that.
you said you like having a bit of fun with my food.
I do. I was into the idea of like, hey, I walk into a pizzeria at the end of the day. And they actually, no, this has happened before. Because in New York, it's by the slice always, right?
Uh-huh.
So you walk in at the end of the day and they just have a bunch of fucking pizza that's been sitting there all fucking day. All fucking day. And you know what you do? You order one slice and they give you 13 slices.
Yeah.
And like, here's the fucking weirdest slices you've ever thought. Here's broccoli on a pie. Who gives a shit? Here you go.
Broccoli.
And guess what?
Underneath heat lamps.
Yeah. No.
No. They're usually
no.
just in the- they're just
you
in
have
the
not
thing.
been to New York.
They
No.
are not fucking cold though.
They are just literally just sitting out there. No, because then they put it in the oven. That's the
Yeah,
whole
they
idea.
run
Is
it
that they
through
put
the
it in the oven.
They run it
But
through
then,
Oh,
Like
so
the
you're
place
getting
that
them
sort of dropped
pre-oven.
this
yeah,
thing,
exactly.
like-
But then they just give it to you. It's cooked already, but then
Let's
they
see.
put it in the oven to
Gotcha.
reheat it.
But here's what I
And
said.
sometimes they put more toppings on top again.
No, well,
Not New York.
that's New York. That shit pisses me off here
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
because I didn't realize until far too late that was a fucking scheme that they do at a lot of places in San Francisco where everything
Well,
starts.
it's all
as
the
a che-
drunk ones. All the drunk pizza places.
But like you can't.
Close.
I order when I go for a piece of pizza at night, right? My default's pepperoni. If I get saucy, if I'm like, I've had a couple, one too many, Roger, then I'll get a piece of Supreme and take it home and be like, I've never felt love like this before.
Yeah.
How fucking hard is it to just churn out a bunch of fresh pepperoni pizzas? You know everyone's gonna want pepperoni, but these lazy
Pepperoni's the
asses,
bullshit.
they just make cheese pizza and they go, "You want pepperoni? Yeah, yeah." And I see them every time they take the cheese pizza. Like, no, I don't want the cheese pizza. He's like, no, no, no. And they throw 2 pieces of pepperoni on it and they shove it in the oven. By the time it gets to you, the pepperoni's gone.
Extra $2.
I don't know where it went.
So fucking frustrating.
It's annoying.
Such a
I don't know
frustrating
that I believe-
situation.
He
This
took it back
happens
out
all
and
the
ate
time.
He took it back out and took the ate
It's
them
like-
before he gave it to you.
I was like, "What do you do?" It tastes better when it's got cheese. So yeah, I'm tired of that shit. But what I tell people is this: I
Yeah.
go when I go for pizza, which is rare, but I do go sometimes after a gig or something like that. I'm like, look around. I go to like a Pizzalicious or some dumb shit like on the way home pizza place, and they take it out. I go, don't run it through the oven. Stick it in the box. Put a couple ranches on there. Give it back to me, because it's gonna take me so long to get home. By the time I get home, it's just been heated twice and cold twice, and then it's like gummy.
I've gained
It's like
so much
chewy.
respect for Nick in this podcast. Like, I just fucking the same wavelength.
The
That's
stacks,
incredible.
The man
That
who
guy's like incredible.
microwaves Parmesan cheese on a plate.
Yeah, why not?
One time. and I would have done it more were it not for the fact that I got it banned from my household. Let me bring it up.
Oh man!
Yeah, she's like, you're not gonna.
The
I'll hold it
Parmesan
up.
cheese got the black shirt treatment.
Oh, dude, she went hard at it. I was like, you can't have Parmesan. Also, I can't keep it in the house. I'll microwave it.
Now, I respect you for not being able to eat the slice on the way home.
Yeah, that is interesting that you're not like.
In the car?
Yeah,
Dude,
like
too greasy.
like
You
I
know
don't
how-
care.
you know
I don't
how
care
you
how
guys
messy
are,
and
though.
greasy it is. Like, I'll never forget.
Well, okay, but can I
I
tell you?
forget after what marathon stream we were doing here, where we were pulling like an all-nighter. And I think we were playing Icarus, and it was one of those nights that I was like, "Oh my god, I can get pizza out of here," and I fucking ordered a medium thin and crispy pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
And like as the lady was getting here, I was like, cool, delivery driver's here. Later, everybody. Hi, ma'am. Yeah, I'm actually walking out. So I take the pizza, I give her the
Shake her
money.
hand.
Peace out. Thank you for your service. And I fucking put it in my passenger seat. May as well put the seatbelt on
No
it too.
way.
And I eat a couple slices and I'm like, oh my God. And I finished a pizza before I got home. It was
I feel like this happened the other
immaculate.
way too for Super Bowl when you got pizza and then drove here and then there were like
no,
slices.
That was
no,
so
I had
funny.
it delivered here.
Oh, okay.
No.
There was some at some
We
point
all
you
had
come-
pizza, and then Andy just brings. I got my own pizza. Don't
Oh,
worry.
like, I
It's just
love
a little
pizza.
corner.
I asked, I was like, anybody want pizza? No, nobody. Yeah, I know it sucks,
Yeah,
but I
because we
love it.
literally just ordered pizza for the rest of us. Like, we
Yeah,
wouldn't-
no, I fucking love pizza. I will take any
So which is
opportunity.
weirder, everybody? When we have free pizza ready to go for everybody, and Andy orders Pizza Hut for himself, or me eating a little cold pizza, which is weirder,
Or Roger
everybody.
going, I like eating Taco Bell because all the tostadas are super soft, but
Yeah.
every once in a while you get a little bit of a crunch.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It
I'm
reminds
not
me
saying-
of, like,
fun.
Let's just clear the air real quick. I don't prefer it. That's not like if you were to give me a choice, I don't
Yeah.
prefer it.
Yeah.
But if it's there, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not in the ivory tower people. Andy, who looks down, but oh my god,
can't-
looks
I
down
can't
at me.
even see him
Oh
up
come
there.
on, please, let me get a
Party
soggy
on
tostada, please.
Andy's out here wasting food because it's a little not to his temperature liking.
Exactly. Come on. What
This
the fuck,
pizza's not.
Andy?
This pizza's not 300 degrees.
Look,
I
I'm
have
the
to throw it out.
1%. I like hot food.
Can I tell you something?
You're
Andy?
here first.
Yeah.
I don't begrudge you eating the pizza. Now, what you described is different, right? Because you got a pizza box that's thicker, right? The oil's not going to saturate it as much. You can put it on your seat. It's got a lot more integrity.
Oh, unless it
What
was
I'm
the Pizza
talking
Hut in
about-
Austin, man. Shit's
I get the
gross.
pizza boxes when I go. I get 2 pieces of pizza stacked on top of each other. They wedge in a ranch, and it's the flimsy white box.
Oh.
That the second you pick it, you know, it's
Oh.
different
It may
seconds.
as well be
It's
loose
like a
leaf
to-go
paper.
box. It's not a pizza.
I I usually get them to wrap it up in a bag with like a couple Coke Zeros in there, and then I like to take it home. I don't like. My favorite thing to do.
Nick, it's like they gave it to you in a fucking like in a high school folder. You know what
Like
I mean?
a peachy folder.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna say you're actually pretty lucky that you didn't get like the New York treatment of just like the
paper
the
plate?
paper
Oh,
plate,
the,
and
the covered paper plate with a
yeah,
napkin.
yeah, with the
or
fucking
2
thing.
paper plates. No, they'll put it in a box, but I have to. It's like okay. You know what it reminds me of? Have you guys ever had those bottles of water where they're like, we're trying to save on plastic, and so you pick the bottle of water up and it has no integrity.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just
yeah,
squeeze
yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
That's what these boxes.
It's like a
are.
stress ball.
Yeah. So I'm terrified to eat them because I don't want the thing to just explode all over my house.
understand.
But if I'm being honest, my favorite thing to do on the planet is put a hard day of work in. You know, Roger, here at KindaFunny, we work hard, we party hard. Okay, work hard, play hard is what we used to say.
Yeah.
Get on the links, 9 holes, 10 holes.
I thought that was a home run too.
Go
Yeah,
home,
Knock out of the
wash my hands, get in my jammies, sit in front of HBO Max or whatever, queue up Justice League, and I
The
eat my
animated
piece
show?
of pizza. And I
Nice,
wait, and
dude.
I take the crust, the pizza bones, as Greg used to call them, put them aside, right?
as Elise used to call him that Greg stole from Elise.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Wait until it's all done. Take them, open up the ranch. Pizza bones go in the ranch. I have a process.
Yep.
In which I do it, and then maybe I have a piece of cheesecake.
And you're
while-
saving money too at the end of the day, right?
by
'Cause
not
they-
eating my car.
No, but because basically
It's
that's an
extra
order of
pizza.
breadsticks.
Oh yeah,
Right there,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. And now you have
Oh, yeah.
2 meals.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
wish I
man.
was the same way.
you are culturally appropriating girl math, Roger, and I don't appreciate it.
Listen, it's pizza math. It's cold pizza math.
I
That's what
wish
it's
I
about.
could. I wish I had that mentality, Raj. But I have to like.
Mm.
I've described it before on how I eat my pizza, where I always have to like. I take a bite of the slice, and then I take a tiny bit of the corner off of the crust. And I take another bite of the slice, and I take another
What the
bit
fuck?
of the corner off.
And you're the weird.
Yeah, I'm the weird one.
And I bite it, and I bite another, and I just and I keep on like whittling it down to the point where I only have
What
like
the
a little bit of
fuck?
crust left. You know,
Dude, my
I
wife.
don't think it's that weird.
it's so good.
My wife ate a panini. She doesn't usually eat paninis, but in like when we're in Europe, she's like she'll get a ham and cheese panini, and it was one of those that's like kind of long and narrow.
Mm.
You know, like not a round one, but like a long one. And she started eating it, and I've never seen her do this before. I've been with this woman for 15 years. She started eating it like it was a rack of ribs. So from the side, and I just stared.
You
at
going
her.
back and forth, back and forth.
Yes. It was like
corn
bite,
cob?
bite, bite, like corn
That's
cob.
awesome.
Bite. And I asked her, I was like, what are you doing?
Someone eating a hot pocket like that.
And she goes, I've never really thought of it, but yeah, that is kind of a weird way to eat a sandwich. I was like, why do you think you do that? She goes, I guess if I had to think about it, it's so that the topping doesn't shoot through the other side. Like what happens when you eat it like this, you know, you always get to the end
Yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck? There was that much meat left in this thing?
That's
Like,
so
where'd all
smart.
this come? And I was like, you're a genius.
Yeah.
So I might start doing that from now on. Oh, yeah, you can't be like that though. That looks incredible. There was one that has like the closed side to it, where it was like,
Audio
a little
listeners,
cut.
This is a picture of a panini.
That kind of looks like the Domino's. They used to have sandwiches. Or maybe they do still have sandwiches. They had sandwiches that look exactly like that.
Was this before or after they were like, look,
The
we
pasta.
fucked up?
No, it's the pasta situation.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
okay.
pasta when
Why
they
did
would do it.
Domino's fuck up?
Well, they were doing ads where they were like, hey, you know, our pizzas were shit, but guess what? They're not shit anymore. And then they were like, fuck yeah, bro. Our new Domino's pizza, so cool.
They would always have like a kind of reinvention, refresh kind of, hey, we know things weren't awesome here. We were eating it. We knew it wasn't awesome. But now, new recipe, new blah.
Is it still not awesome?
Well, I mean, this whole refresh, you know.
You remember, you were part of it. You were here when this happened. Because remember what happened was, we were on a stream and Domino's was like, hey, we're doing like a refresh thing. We're going to give you guys like.
No,
this is
Wasn't
like
this
a
whole thing?
decade ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
this is that
they
long ago?
refreshed like around a decade ago. Yeah,
Oh.
like the Domino's you know now with the garlic on the crust is like within the decade. That was part of their big change.
Yeah.
Where they were
Oh,
like,
I thought this
we
was like recent, like 2
no,
3 years ago.
No.
Because there's a lot of different. The topic got brought up yesterday because Wendy's was one of those that were like, we know our fries haven't always been awesome. Now they're gonna
still
be
not good.
awesome.
See, oh,
Come on.
They were good.
Joey.
Yesterday,
All
they
these people, Nick, all these people have bad food takes.
Joey,
my
up
God.
until yesterday, I would have agreed with you.
were- I liked
because
it.
You and I always see eye to eye on everything,
pizza weird.
and we have the best opinions in the office.
Terrifying.
But yesterday, I ate that Wendy fry, and I was like, holy shit. Whoever's in charge of Wendy's is really fucking taking it up a notch. It was very
Wow.
good. Yeah. You know what
They
happened, I think, Andy?
remodeled, you know?
Because I think they saw our nugget review. And they saw how disappointed we were with the Wendy's spicy
They
nuggets.
didn't bring it.
And they didn't bring it. And so they saw us come in. They were like, you better fucking bring it.
Well, I'll tell you what. This one still continues to not bring it spicy nugget wise.
That sucks.
I'm giving up on them. Like
Wait,
I'm
oh.
done.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
Oh, I love these spicy nuggets today.
This Wendy's still does not bring it hard in the yard.
I know why. Because you weren't eating it cold. If you eat it cold, if you eat it like maybe 15, 20
That's
minutes colder,
possible.
yeah, it kind of congeals. You get a new type of heat.
I love when
going
my
in
food
there.
congeals.
See, Roger's smart. Roger is the
We're
historian.
appetizing.
You know, Roger remembers, like, you know, our ancestors when they'd go out,
Shit.
you know, the hunter-gatherers. Like, when they'd go out and gather nuggets from nature,
Yeah.
they'd be room temperature, right? You have, that's
Exactly.
how they're supposed to be eaten.
Mom,
Yeah.
can you pull that off a grill? Throw it right into the freezer.
I came out of the freezer, put it in the oven, make it, throw it right back into the freezer. I did you guys call.
Jack in the Box was the one that I feel so justified and like vindicated for. I feel like I've been talking about their normal fries forever, and people are like, "Andy, you're an idiot. Shut your mouth." Okay, the curly fries are where it's at, Andy. And I was like, I'm not saying the curly fries are bad. I like the curly fries. I love them.
Mhm.
But the regular fries, don't knock them. Think about them at night.
Whoa.
Eat them. Try them.
I tell you what,
And we
You know
had
what?
them, and everybody was like, "Holy shit!"
I
Yeah.
couldn't even muster like trying to fuck with Andy. They were so good
They're really good.
that I had to give it to him. I was like, the problem is this: they could have always been like that. I didn't even know Jack in the Box
Exactly.
had regular fries.
Exactly.
Because when you have a curly fry that's like got extra seasoning on it, why would you get the other fry?
Exactly.
And they were
It's almost
so
like the curly
good.
fries should be the default.
I think it is. It's odd that
Sad.
Andy got tricked into eating the regular fry, but it's kind of a happy coincidence.
No, it was a
worked
mistake
out.
on an Uber order.
Yeah.
Regular
Oh, they
fries show
fucked up.
regular fries show up. I'm like, God fucking damn it, dude! They didn't give me the curly fries. I was like, I guess I'll eat these. Like, oh, this
Have
is
you
bad.
thought about there's a viral marketing stunt where they're trying to get people to be like exactly like in your situation? Like,
Just
I would
don't-
never order the regular fries. Ah, fuck, it's the only thing I have in here. Oh,
That could be a cool marketing like thing for a Super Bowl. Like the regular fries, pretty good. Like not bad actually.
You hear it?
Not
that,
bad,
That's
actually.
yeah.
Browsing
yeah.
endorsement.
Regular fries, pretty good. Not
Because here's the
bad,
thing:
actually.
when Jack in the Box brings back their spicy popcorn chicken,
Oof,
holy shit! I may not make it.
no.
I may not survive after those 2
It's one
weeks.
of those things where it's like, it's so good. Why don't you just keep it on the menu?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to create that?
They were
scarcity?
so incredible.
So
That was a run that I went on. Like
that was good. You got us all hooked on that shit. We got hooked on phonics.
That was like I'll never. I tweeted, but I was like, "This is not sponsored." The best fast food item you can order right now is the Jack in the Box spicy popcorn chicken. I remember Golden Boy Alex Mendez was like, "No, it was Gerard the completionist." I'll never forget. I like rated Gerard on Twitch or something. I was like, "Yeah, whatever, Gerard." And he was like, "Oh my god, dude, I saw your not sponsored tweet about the fucking spicy popcorn chicken. You weren't lying, dude." I was like, I'm telling you, bro, and they're gone.
Yeah.
Where's McDonald's spicy nuggets?
I don't understand with McDonald's.
What
I
are
don't
they
get it.
doing?
Well, I mean, when you're the goat, you're the goat. You get to set the rules.
Well, they fucking totally disappointed us yesterday.
Oh, the French fries.
That was
garbage.
That burger was bad too. I had a bad burger.
Oh, I love the burger.
Oh,
Is that a
my-
burger?
Yeah, we both got a burger. I will say my favorite thing about yesterday is that Mike indiscriminately spending money, right? Just like the company card, he's
He
like,
just
I'm
kept
buying.
handing me receipts. I was like, I don't need these receipts. And he just kept handing them to me.
And he was buying things that were not fries. We should have had a game time meeting with him, but I know he wouldn't have listened.
This lady kept on asking what else at Burger King, and Mike took it as a challenge and kept going. He got a chicken wrap.
Yeah,
He doesn't like chicken.
no, he didn't
He
like
hates
that
chicken
wrap either.
sandwiches. We got a chicken wrap. He didn't like it.
But he was spending so much money all day, just buying whatever, not caring about anything. But my favorite moment was that you wanted a cheeseburger, and then I separately said I wanted a cheeseburger.
Oh my God.
And then we were gonna get a fry.
Two cheeseburgers, a fry, and
So-
one on a diet
and then
Coke.
he looked at it, and then he went number 7. I was like, holy fuck! He
Oh.
put it together. He made a meal. Like he figured out that he got a meal. He would save money.
saved us
And
money.
it was like. I did not realize that his brain could make that like connection ever, but it happened. And it was
Huge.
incredible.
It was
We saw it live on Twitch. Like he,
massive.
like Snowbike Mike figured out how to save money. It was
And then
incredible.
you go, and strawberry lemonade.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and a
Hey,
Sunday.
Roger,
A
tell that girl,
Sunday.
give me a strawberry lemonade.
Give,
Come
give,
back 3 hours later, he's holding
give me a Sunday. It's a dollar menu, is it? Nah, it wasn't the dollar menu.
No. What he said was, it's Monday.
Oh yeah, it's a Monday Sunday.
And I was like, what is it, Monday?
Sunday on a Monday.
And he goes, and then he shifted. It's on the dollar menu. I was like, wait, is the dollar menu on Mondays? Are Sundays $1 on the Monday dollar menu?
So,
What's
well, it
happening?
was on the dollar menu.
Well, it used to be. I was like, what are you
It
talking
used
about?
to be.
It's just whatever angle he can turn to.
God.
Love it.
Best.
We learned a lot about ourselves. Roger, before we wrap this podcast up,
shit.
what are we doing next on Kind of Munchies? Have we announced that? What could you derail my
scoop
diet
right
with
here.
again?
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give you the scoop then.
Give us the
Next
skinny.
week, Nick is not on. Congratulations, Nick. You are able to skirt.
Oh, let me guess what it is. Vegetables.
Yeah, it's the
and fruit.
vegetables one.
Best
No.
salads in the city.
We are having Mike, a man that we know a lot of things about. We also know that he is very averse to spice. He does not like spicy things. We have Gary Whitta,
House.
who likes very spicy noodles. And we have Fran Mirabella, who loves spicy
Oh.
anything. So those three are going to get together. We're going to have an instant.
Are you gonna eat the spice with him?
A little bit. That's the whole thing of the Crohn's disease. I might have to back out.
Because,
with that,
dude,
but, like,
Fran
yeah.
does not fuck around.
Yeah, I've heard the stories, and we're gonna hear more about the stories on Kind of Munchies, and
Okay.
we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, Fran, Gary, Mike, and me hosting, and we're gonna be eating instant ramen, spicy edition, and we have a bunch of them in over there. So it's
Oh,
gonna
that'll
a
be
good time.
easy for Fran. My favorite, my. I'll tell you this quick story, and then we'll let everyone go. Went out to dinner with Fran. We used to go to a place called, I think it was like Clay Oven, which was an Indian
Oh
restaurant.
yeah.
Oh, I love
Good.
play up.
Very, very good. My first like real time eating Indian food because I just never really ate it growing up. And the guy's like, "How spicy do you want it?" And I was like, "I don't really do well with spice, so not spicy at all." And he looks at Fran. And he's like, "How spicy do you want it?" And Fran goes, "Spicy." And the guy's like, "No." And then Fran's like, "Oh yeah," because the spice he was asking us was not the real spice. And Fran's like, "I want the real shit." And I kid you not, Fran got a plate of like it was like I forgot what it was, but it was so spicy. It was burning my eyes sitting next to him. He was eating it. And I was like, God, what the fuck? I'm like, why is my food so spicy? But it wasn't tasting spicy. It was just burning my fucking face. And I was like, what's
by
happening?
association.
Dude, and I looked over and Fran, I could just see the spice coming off of Fran's plate. And I think it got worse. That was like 15 years ago. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine. What
And I've heard another story, which we'll tell, I'm sure, on the Kind of Munchies episode. But yeah, it's an exciting one. Fran and Gary together eating spicy things is going to be an insane episode of anything. So that's going to be a good one.
I cannot wait to watch. Well, we've learned a lot about each other. Thank you guys for welcoming back and just hitting me right in the gut with what this morning was an interesting adventure after all of those French fries of having a stomach ache and just having a weird night. Of
Oh, it
sleep
took you the
last night.
morning. I was done within a couple hours
Oh, really?
after all the fries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Okay.
up.
Well, no. To me, it was the It was this morning, and it was unpleasant. But thank you guys for that. It's good to see everyone. Welcome back, Nick. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's been your Kinda Funny podcast. Again, each and every week, 3, sometimes 4 best friends gather on this table. That was a good one.
Hey.
Each bring in topics for your enjoyment. Of course, if you guys liked this, share it with a friend. Leave us a little comment over there on the old YouTube chat. Let us know how much spice you think you can take. And more importantly, let us know what foods you like cold, or if you just think me and Roger are being insane. Until next week, it's been our pleasure to serve you. I love you. Goodbye.